I'm trying something new today. I got Pillars of Eternity and one add-on as part of Epic Games, like last day of free games or whatever. And I don't know, figured I would give it a shot. First things first. This thing is shouting at me. Alright. That should be fine. What are we doing here? Difficulty. Areas of effect highlighting. Combat tooltips. Maim companions before death. Okay. I almost feel like I want to level my guys specifically, right? Like, who wants to auto-level? I'm definitely not going to know what to do, but... Seems to be a lot of... Like, what does endurance mean in this game? Developer commentary. That's an interesting feature, but I don't hate it. Okay. I mean, I feel like I can handle at least normal mode, right? I don't know what I'm thinking. Normal seems fine. Let's get chat set up here so I can see if anybody's watching me. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Five wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Classic bandit trap. Calling it right now. I generally make male characters. I don't know. Next. Alright. What are, like, all of my stats here? Excuse me. Alright. So, how do I say? Aumau. Amaua. Aumau. I can't even. I feel like I'm not going to be this specifically because I can't say it. Aumau. Aumau. Okay. Dwarf. Awesome. Also has +2 might, but -1 dex +1 con. Pretty standard dwarfy. So far I've found resolve, might, dex, con, and perception. What? What? Okay, resolve reflects the character's internal drive, determination, fearlessness, and emotional intensity they can project to others. It can be useful for mental intimidation, leadership, and convincing performances. So, charisma? Feels a little bit like charisma. Physical aspects associated with gods. Okay. So this is the only one that gives you a plus to int, right? Hey, don't scratch me. We're not playing. You're just gonna sit on my lap, or I'm gonna put you on the floor. You gonna freak out on me now? I think it's time you go. Alright, there you go, buddy. I'll see you later. Jean-Luc, everybody. Like, what am I gonna make? I have no... What can I make? What are my options? Alright, of course there's sub-races. Why wouldn't there be sub-races? I feel like I have to take this now just because of fighting spirit. Does everybody have fighting spirit, or... Just because Firesight knows I got the fighting spirit. Okay, all of those are the same. An additional weapon set, or towering physique. Gain bonuses to defend against prone and stun effects. I mean, you're in the lead right now. Coastal Amao. Mm-hmm. Tempting. Defend against poison and disease. That's, I mean, useful depending on your DM or whatever the game throws at you. Damage reduction, burn and freeze. Bonuses for being far away. I mean, if you're gonna be an archer. It's kind of interesting. Seems like a good rogue race. That minor threat. Huh, I get it. Oh, there's 4 types of gods. Heh, really? I mean, what you got going on there, bro? You seem to have a, like a glowing energy mohawk horn. I love it, personally. That seems so much better than like everything else. That silver tide. What? There have to be some downsides to being a god, right? When death godlike attacks enemy. Okay, so do a little more damage when you're getting the kill. That's so good! Damage reduction? How much damage reduction? And a small amount of fire damage to any creature who hits them in melee. It's kinda great. Bonus to might, constitution, and dex when an endurance is below 50%. I mean, this one's still the best one. I don't like super want to be a healer, but doesn't really say that I have to be a healer for this. Alright. Oh. So I can choose my body type, and I am just godlike because... Or gods can just have all of the body types, I guess? I don't know. Pretty standard D&D looking classes here. Is this based on D&D? It's based on an edition that I haven't played, obviously, but I've only played 2nd and 5th and Dungeon World. Okay. Splash damage with the carnage, is that what I'm seeing? Reduce damage attack to... Can continuously speak chants made up of magical phrases. Phrases produce passive effects and help build Chanter's power until they can use an invocation. So what am I looking at? Like, you're kind of just sitting there with your Mumu Gogoi Mi Shao until you can cast your spell. Nobody's gonna get that reference. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, that seems like an awesome character. I don't know if I want to do that. Very low endurance. Very, like, low health. I mean, it's a caster. What do you expect, right? Okay. Mind Hunters. I can directly manipulate another person's soul and psyche. So, he's your buffer? Is that what I'm getting here? That's interesting. Also, they have a soul whip, which, like, that's cool. Druid, shapeshift, spells. Got it. Nailed it. Moving on. Fighter, constant recovery. I mean, that's just useful. I don't care who you are. Like, hmm. Hey, what's going on, Inflatable Cat? You don't have to DM this week. What happened? Yeah, that's fine. What happened to your session? How come you don't have to DM? I mean, I can help you. We got time. Hmm. Yeah, I kind of get that. Well, yeah, let me know. Okay, yeah. See you in a bit then. Hmm. Thank you. Alright, so I don't know what character I'm gonna make right now. I kind of feel like I need to make my D&D party. But of course, I'm not in that group. So I would have to make like my own character and then which would clearly be a godlike character of sorts, right? So we're on the right track. But just don't be a monk, probably a barbarian. Is it a cipher? Oh, for sure. What am I? Is he a priest? He's probably a priest. Alright. And then the other one's definitely rogue. So what am I gonna be? Like, hmm. Am I about to make a wizard? I feel like I'm kind of about to make a wizard. Oh boy. Okay, summon weapon. Okay, what am I gonna need to do as the wizard? I feel like a lot of these spells are like D&D spells, but not quite. So they're clearly just a different edition spells. Again, remember, I know nothing about this game going into it. That seems like my go-to here. But I guess I have Arcane Assault. It's a mid-range attack. It hits a small area for raw damage and can leave a target dazed. So I don't know how often I can use that, but I guess what I'm saying is I don't need to take magic. Like, or you know what I mean. See, good for disrupting enemy spellcasters. Could be good. This is mirror image, right? It says empower the target, so I'm assuming I can cast it on other people. Could be nice. Icy fog. Blindness and freeze damage over time to any in the area. Sounds pretty great. Let's Ghost Blades. AoE pierce damage. There you go. So this one says faux AoE, like I can't hit my friends with it, and I think that's going to be useful, because this one definitely seems like I can hit my friends with it. Just AoE. Oh, that one does more damage. Is it wrong that I kind of like that one? Hmm. I feel like I need something to attack the target directly. I'm a very offensive wizard. Alright, what do the stars mean? "19 is as high as your stats go." Instat? I don't know. Hmm. Oh, so you can get real low with that. Why is might highly recommended for wizards? Physical and spiritual strength, brute force, as well as their ability to channel powerful magic. Oh, okay. So it's not strength. It's completely different than strength. A very low constitution wizard build. High int, high might, pretty much neutral other stats. YOLO, I guess. Where's the int? Yes. I can have 20 int. Okay. The old Valian countries. Alright. Rich cultural heritage. Did it. Next. Background. Okay. Lore, survival, stealth lore, survival stealth, stealth mechanics, athletics mechanics, athletics lore, athletics survival, lore mechanic. I don't know, I'm a wizard. Alright, what do you think? Artist or aristocrat? I kind of like the idea of an artist wizard trying to create new spells through creativity. Also, aristocrats suck. Ooh, portrait. Don't love that one. Are there any... That's female. Hmm. Well, there you go. Even darker red. Okay. Keep it going. What do we got?
Yeah?
I'll lead the way.
Let's go!
Sharp eyes and keen ears.
Hmm?
I shall lead us. Yeah. To whispers and shadows.
Hey there. Watch and learn.
Yeah!
Alright, what are we gonna name my original character? Adventures of Rocer4ya, I guess. And apparently you can't make other classes, so now I'm sitting here as a wizard. Just... Okay, I thought I was going to be able to make my party.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there. Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who would be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood? Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker. But see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here. They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
Only berries in the area, got it.
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pond, so I hear. Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much. Not if you hurry about your business, and not if the weather holds up. This time of year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a beawick, born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never cared to. They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
Hi, Georgie. I don't want to become famous.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep. Kalisha. Kalisha! He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to him.
I
You're in
like
good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Certainly.
Okay.
Stay quiet.
Character's ability to find hidden objects is based on his or her mechanic skill. Higher mechanic skill allows them to find objects at a greater distance. Scouting your character's selection circles will start to fill with yellow when a character starts. Alright, this is the first time looking at the HUD. What do we got here?
Anyone need supply? Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road. Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Alright. I've got a tiny obsidian worm. Yes, yes. Copper pieces, got it. Very interesting. That appears to just be a pet. Creature level vanishes in darkness save for its bright eyes, like twin rubies, and faint smoke rising occasionally from its nostrils. Contrary to its fierce kin, it seems content to shadow your steps and curl amongst your belongings. So it's another pet. I got two pets. And a cloak. Can I see what I have equipped here? Got a scepter. Alright.
Something else you need?
Excuse me. It is very slightly better. Very slightly. I think I'm good. I bet you it's N. Yep.
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Well, don't be lazy. I'm gonna be dead if you don't get me water.
To whispers and shadows.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Four primary defenses against attacks: deflection, fortitude, reflex, and will. Okay. damage reduction and enemies DR reduces incoming damage with the listed amount. Sure, got it. Sure.
This is it.
Oh man, stuff doesn't light up like it did in Baldur's Gate. It's gonna be hard to find stuff. Gonna really need to pay attention. Gotta find me some new friends. I'm wasting time here. Odemo, give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Well, let's, calm down. Tell me what's going on here. Sister moved out here some time back, sent me a letter. She seemed worried, but that's how she always is. This time, though, she asked me to come out. That's got me a little worried. I haven't seen her in ages. Been doing guide work in Ixamatil. Talk about your needs already. Alright. Like open skies and far horizons. Find work that lets me live that way. Alright. So I'm gonna get my own water. We're already like walking around fighting wolves. Just let me get down to the river. Stream. Corpse is cold to the touch and a ripe what? A ripe smell wafts from it in putrid waves. A dark crusted bloodstain besmirches its simple linen clothing. Loot!
What a surprise. Sparfle went hunting. At least he left the water skins. Come on.
Oh, tab key.
Sparfle, are you all right?
Oh, shit.
Ambush!
Yes?
Hmm?
Okay, it says 0 here. Does that mean I have no more spells I can use?
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
Certainly.
Okay, how do I... There we go. I need to change that in the options. Alright.
Hmm?
Oh? Finish them!
Hey, Venix. This is Pillars of Eternity. From what I can tell, it is very much like Baldur's Gate 2. I'm very excited to play. I'm going in completely blind, not looking anything up, so it's already gone completely off track. One of them towering and severe with a thick beard, tangled knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of a man you recognize as Heodan, The last of your caravan left standing. Well, I have a lore option. When did Pillars of Eternity come out? Not that long ago. Here. It came out in 2015. Long enough that there is a second one available now. But no, I got this one as part of a like Epic Games did their free games thing over Christmas, and I got one of them. Called him. Instead, the man cocks his head, intrigued. Of course, but he would not. It is by the command of all the gods that we accept this charge. How do you know? Because it's consistent with their beliefs, or because it's what you were told? It has always been known to my people. Yeah, alright. Let's see. And what did Galawain's edict that the weakness of age must be purged by youth and strength? You think Galawain would want some moldy, crumbling stones to survive long after their builders have turned to dust? The man's nostrils flare as he fumes. He would not. He told us otherwise. I'm sure he did, just not you personally. But why should that stop you from killing innocents? Distracted, the man's grip falters on the axe handle, and he nearly fumbles it, affording Hyodan the moment he needs to dodge out of the swing, which comes too late. Howling with rage, the man charges you instead. Fantastic. Alright, I saved him. Now it's time to get him killed. I don't know why I can't cast any of my spells. I'm guessing I have cast them all for the day.
Certainly.
Yeah, for sure. I really don't have any plans. Barely audible beneath his choke sighs, but whisper to wind stirs in the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back, and as he closes them. Good, good. The gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. It's the winds they were talking about. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, and where it pierces you, it feels as though it's rending you apart from within. Yeah, obviously he thinks highly of me because I saved his ass. Seated against the wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across chest and bowel, Odemud's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head, eyes barely open, looks at you directly.
Get inside! Run!
Oh, thank you. Straining against the gale that threatens to pull you off your feet with every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the ledge. Heodin trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rock, one of the fallen attackers who began feigning death lunges for Heodin and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Heodin lashes out against his fatigued assailant but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you. From your position, you would have a good chance at hitting your mark. Yeah, I'll shoot a bolt. Pew pew! The hit jars Heodin loose. Lurching to the feet, Heodin clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it, securing his other hand. You pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Heodin to set his feet and join you up on the trembling ledge. There is a deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath you and your feet inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. Ooh, it's getting good.
Was that?
A Buick. Had to be.
And now we're trapped.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
Alright, take a little looky-see here. Am I just, like, I am myself, or... No, I can look at his inventory. What do we got here? He seems like a rogue. Can you tell me anything about you, Heodin? I know somebody's gonna be a pack mule. Alright, well. Perfect. First level rogue. Do rogues do range damage, or do they just do stabby stab daggers? Here we go. I feel like I might not be able to use Blinding Strike, but the other ones seem fine. But also being a rogue could be fine too, so. Lower level of the ruin has been blocked off by fallen rubble.
That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
we learned about the Biowak. Oh, we're about an hour into it right now. I'm going to take just a short break so I can split up the videos for editing, and it's going to take me 2 seconds. We'll be right back. Right after this conversation. Where's the save button? Boom. Alright. And for the sake of the stream, don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.